Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Texas Longhorns facing Villanova.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. D in at power forward. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Turner in at the center position.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Now here's Freak. Pass to Turner. The 11-footer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Turner's got the first points up on the board for the Longhorns. Knocked loose. Beal with it. They double him with Freak. The 11-footer. Good, he hits the jump shot.
Well, I don't think you're going to miss too many like those.
On defense, Villanova. And here's Edwards. There's a screen. Now here's Freak. Pass break, Villanova. Here's Miller.
Kevin Miller. That's his first personal foul.
Now Blair. Here's Rush. Back to Richmond. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about '05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
On the Wildcats of Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark, and one of the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
Good on both. Now Gaines. Doubled by D. Ball's knocked loose. The pass to Cooper. Here's Foster. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Foster's got his first bucket of the night. On defense, Villanova. And Blair kicks to Freak. Richmond outside. To the inside. Moore with the steal. Here's Jones. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Jones has got his first points in this one.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And it's Villanova with the ball. They trail by 1.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
So on the floor for Texas, we've got Hudson, and it's Ford in at power forward. Blair with it. The dish to Rush. He kicks it to Blair. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Hudson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, talking about the Wildcats and what you were mentioning, the improbable title run in 1985 was certainly the stuff of movies. They got hot, Greg, at the right time.
And they had to take down 2 #1 seeds and also 2 #2 seeds in their path to win it all. Their biggest test being in the finals against the heavily favored Hoyas. It's the defining moment of that program.
And with that, the Longhorn lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Clarkson.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And here's Blair. Richmond dishes to Blair. And Jones pulls it down. .124 left here in the first half. Foster passes to Gaines. There's the screen. Outside, Jones trying his luck deep. Can't get it to go. Now Texas takes it the other way. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And Villanova go with a whole new group out there. For Texas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Villanova trails by 4. And 1:01 left here in the first half. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Here's Beal. Dishes it to Ilgauskas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Villanova shooting their first free throws of the night. Doherty, he's checked in for the Longhorns. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now here's Beal. He dishes it to Ilgauskas. Shoots off the screen. Out to Miller. Now here's Beal. Ilgauskas a screen on Edwards. Beal laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beal's got his first 2 points of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Texas leads by just 1. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
They've got Bryant. Miller is out there with Cooper, and it's Beal in at the point.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
On the court for the Longhorns, D, he's in at power forward. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then it's Turner, and it's Doherty in at the 3 spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Villanova trails by 6. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Miller kicks to Bryant. Bryant is doubled and stolen by Freak. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. Here's D. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And both free throws good from Freak.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Inside, here's Cooper, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
4 dishes to Freak. Good, and a nice assist from 4. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Bryant is out there with Foster. Then it's Miller. Then there's Cooper. And it's Ross in at the 4. Edwards passes to D. Kicks it to Ellis, and stolen by Miller. Here's Cooper. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. Pass to Foster. Down low. And it's blocked by D. Edwards against Foster. And a wide open look for Freak. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Villanova trails by 8. Foster passes to Cooper. Ross with it, picked up by Turner. Miller with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from D. D's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
Some changes here for Villanova. Ilgauskas is checked in, and Beal subbed in for Foster. Doherty, he's checked in for the Longhorns. And out of bounds as Villanova. 1:12 left here in the second half of the game. Here's Beal. Passes it to Cooper. Dishes it to Beal. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Cooper kicks to Ilgauskas. That is good.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Edwards passes to D. Swiped it away. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Now Beal. Cooper kicks to Ilgauskas. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a nice job of nailing the first one of the 1-and-1, so the chance now to make it 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cooper. Good work defensively by Turner.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Greg went deep for that one.
He did, but I'm hungry now.
That's his first personal foul at the line for Villanova. Teddy Edwards.
And he makes the first of the 1-and-1. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Here is Gaines. On the wing, Jones. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Warwick.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So the Longhorns win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports.